Justin, obviously a close one last time out, man. Came up a little bit short on that one. What did you take out of that fight?
Man, I was pretty proud after that fight because that second round I couldn't really see out of my eyes and faced a lot of adversity. Then to come back in the later rounds and provide that kind of fight for the crowd, you can't be sad,
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, you want to win every time, right? But if you can be known as that type of fighter that to go out there for heavyweights to bang it out like that, that's got to be something to be pretty proud of.
Yeah, like that first round, I was dusting him up, but in my head, I'm like, fuck, I need that bonus. So I was like, you know what, I know he likes to throw. I'm gonna throw, and we'll put on this crazy show.
Very nice. Got the pretty quick turnaround as well, right? Was that important to you? I mean, I only got to fight once last year, so was it important to get a quick turnaround and get back into it?
Yeah, 100%. Especially after that kind of decision, man. It itches at you, so I wanted to get in as straight as soon as possible and get that dub back.
Did you need time to rest and heal up at all? I mean, that was quite the battle.
No, man, I felt good. I had a bit of a tooth infection before, and that's what kind of blew my cheek up, man. So my cheek was swollen the whole week, if you had seen clearly. And then getting punched, I thought, the adrenaline will kick in, I won't feel it. Man, punched me in the cheek and then my whole ear was aching. I was like, fuck. Yeah, nah, that's not going to work.
Was that distracting during the fight? I mean, did you feel like that kind of pain during the middle of the fight?
That was kind of good. It kicked that adrenaline out. That adrenaline rush that you get in the beginning of the fight. I was like, damn, fuck, that was painful, man.
That's great. So did you have to get a tooth removed or something? Or?
Yeah, I got 3 root canals. Painful. It was more painful than the fight.
Very nice. All right, fighting here in the United States, different experience at all than fighting in Fight Island? I mean, does it make it any better, or does the travel any easier?
Man, I just got in yesterday, so after 22 hours of flying, so I'm pretty tired right now, to be honest. Usually you get a few more days to adjust to the weather and the time, but man, I love to fight, and I don't really care. I'll fight anyway.
That's crazy. Was it scheduled that way, or were there complications? Or
yeah. No, that's just the way it went. I was like, damn, you give me a thin timeline to adjust to this time difference, but man, if you dwell on it, it'll affect you, so you just roll with it.
Just a lot of coffee before the fight, basically?
Yes, sir.
Jared, do you know much about him? When they gave you that name, and obviously he's kind of new to the organization, did you know anything about him?
No, not really. They just gave me a name, and I wanted to fight, and I said yes. Right now there's a lot of up-and-comers in the heavyweight division that are ducking these kind of fights. They want to fight the old has-beens that are one jab away from getting dropped. But I'm not that kind of guy, man. I'll fight anyone and take the hard route, to crack that top 15.
That's awesome. Did you study his game at all before this, or do you worry about that kind of thing?
I got my brother to waste his time watching video, and I'll have a little look in that, but there wasn't much to look at.
Nice. So what's the goal here? I mean, if you could choose between, hey, you can go and you can get a win, but it'll be kind of boring, or you can go get a loss, but it's going to be a great fight, man. It's going to be amazing. People are going to be talking about it. Which one would you take? Man,
you got to risk the biscuit, For more money, man, I need to buy my son some new footy boots. So I'm going there, and I'm going to leave my whole heart there.
That's awesome. It'll be a big result for you. What's the plan this year? I mean, you win here, like you said, sounds like you're willing to fight just about anybody, right? So I mean, is the goal just to go as much as possible?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not chasing that nice record or anything. This is the beauty of MMA, especially in the UFC. If you win, you fight the better guys, and if you keep winning, you keep fighting better guys. There's none of this padding records or whatnot. I'm here. I hopefully can get 2 more fights. God willing, if I win this fight and come injury-free, I want 2 more fights for the year and be knocking on that top 15.
Those footy boots aren't cheap, right? You gotta.
Oh man, my son wants all those fancy, colorful ones. I'm just like, bro, go run in some jandals.
All right. So last thing for me, I mean, like I said, high stakes from last time. I mean, a high standard that you set last time in terms of excitement. When you play this one out in your head, do you feel like it's going to be another exciting one like that, or do you feel like, hey, you can go get these highlight reel finishes that you're capable of as well?
Man, I know this guy's talking about stand and bang, but I've seen this fight here about that life, so I'm going to try to bring that excitement out of him. Whether he tries to hug me or not, I'm going to try to knock him out.
Justin, did you say you had 3 root canals leading up to that last fight, right before the fight?
No, I got it after. I had like a bad infections during my camp, and I couldn't really do anything about it, you know, because it's like 4 different visits for, you know, for the root canal process. And I did one tooth, and then they split in half in sparring. I was like, fuck, what a waste of time. I went through all that pain, and then they had to take the tooth out. I was like, far out, what a waste of my time, bro.
So that's what led up to in the fight, the swollen.
Yeah, man, you can ask my corners, man, that all week I was like, fuck, my eye feels like it's starting to shut. That's how swollen my cheek was getting. And my younger brother, Junior, was just like, nah, man, I can't even tell, you know. And right after the fight, he was like, bro, it was so ugly the whole week. I had to hold it in. I was like, far out. He said, you should have told me.
I mean, anybody that's had any problems with their teeth know that that's one of the most painful things.
Bro, it was so, way more, man, after that, people were like, oh, we said about the robbery or this. I'm like, fuck, I just want to get my teeth fixed, man. My ears aching, my head's aching, man. You know how it's like, you know how it's like, bro. It's painful, bro.
So you don't seem, like you said, you're just happy. You're happy with your performance, even though some people thought that you had won that fight. Kind of a controversial decision that you lost by, but that doesn't bother you. Are you just one that wants to get in there and rough it up and see how it goes?
Yeah, definitely. You know, like, it's up to the judges ultimately to decide who wins or loses. But at the same time, when you go on social media and 95% of the crowd, even the commentators that night messaging me saying I should have won, you know yourself if you've performed well or not. You know, I would rather take that loss than be someone that's celebrating. You know, I remember there's people that get the bad robbery wins and they're celebrating. You know, I'm like, man, how do you live with yourself? You know in your heart you lost. So I take pride in that loss.
So you haven't fought much lately. It's been leading up to your last fight, even though one was you pulled out. How often would you like to fight?
Hopefully 4 times this year. So I fought in Jan. I'll fight this week. Hopefully 2 more times.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
You posted on your social media about a fellow fighter that was attacked in New Zealand.
Yeah.
A lot of fighters have been talking about the types of attacks that have been happening. I was wondering if you could speak on that.
Yeah, definitely. You know, my prayers are with Whauwake and his family, and also the City Kickboxing Gym. You know, it's the worst, the lowest of acts. You know, like king hit or blind shot. When you punch someone from the back, you know, they're waiting for the taxi, and you're in a group and you attack someone, man. Like you're trying to kill them essentially. And I've seen it. They're trying to get tougher laws in New Zealand to combat that, but right now I just hope everyone's sending their prayers to Fo. And man, he's a promising fighter. I've sparred him a couple of times. I'm like, oh damn, man, this guy can pop. I know Izzy as well has said that he's given him a lot of problems in sparring. So it's such a shame that someone so talented is currently fighting for his life.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.